Hey everyone, before this main video starts, I wanted to ask you to stay tuned for 2 sections afterwards. The first one, you will see me challenge Santa to a ho 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 off. And then I've got some questions for my audience. Thank you very much. Stay tuned. Hey guys, this is Jason with Life After coming to you, and I am excited to be doing a new video for you today. I have had trouble finding a good storage unit for a while, so I've been actually cleaning out mine. And but I'm come today to a Goodwill. I thought I'd show you guys around, show you what I look for, see if there's anything of value, and just kind of walk you through that. But giving you guys a tip here. So these couches are out here. I wouldn't buy furniture at Goodwill. That's not where I'm going with this, but a lot of time what people do is before they'll bring it to Goodwill, they might put it at the end of their driveway. If you have trucks or something, you can offer to haul this off for them or whatever, maybe even get a little bit of extra money doing that. Or you can take it and if you'll just take some photos, like this looks like it might be in decent condition, and just take some photos, put it online for say $20 for the set or $50 for the set. You could probably sell that on Facebook Marketplace. By the way, with that, another tip: if you have a large vehicle, car, or large truck, or very large van, you can go around picking up things like washers, dryers, refrigerators, anything that has a lot of metal in it, and actually take that to a junkyard, to a metal recycling place, and get a little bit of money out of it. Again, that's not a ton of money, but if you go there, you can separate some of it, or if you just want to do it all in one giant lot, make another $25 to $50 a day for a few hours work if you want to go drive around on a trash day or large item pickup day. You help those people out, you get rid of it, and you actually make sure it goes to the recycling instead of the landfill. Let's see. So this is my Goodwill. I'm not super thrilled with this. I never really find a ton of stuff in here, but maybe we'll get lucky today. So first thing I do is I come to the men's section, and I just kind of walk through every single area to see if I see anything that really stands out. I used to primarily just do like clothing, and I really got stuck doing a lot of like Tommy Hilfiger and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, Tommy Bahama, it's all good. And I was like, no, it's not all good. It still needs to be special. But one way to kind of, if you're don't have a ton of time to look, is go to the largest section they've got. That would be the 3X section, and just kind of look through here, because honestly, bigger men's clothes are hardest to find. So if you find something good, folks like me are more willing to pay for it online because we have a hard time shopping. So you're going to come across brands and you have no idea what they are. This is one. It's called Igara. I've never seen this. So what I'm about to do, when you see that brand, look it up on the eBay app and then go to the sold listings. You don't want to just look at what they're for sale for, but go to the sold listings. Now, as you can see here, that one was not worth much of anything. So you can just keep, so I would definitely not pick that up. Okay, another thing you can do is go to these t-shirts, and you can try to find old band shirts. Like if you can find, it's Tap Out. That is not what I'm looking for. But if you can find a tour shirt or something from an old band, that might be of benefit to you. The thing that caught my attention is it's a Mickey Mouse vintage. I think it's made to look vintage more than it is vintage. I think it's new, but actually that tag looks pretty old, but it's a 2XL, so it's a great size. But then it's from Walt Disney World, so that could be a good buy there. And here's an example of a band t-shirt. It's Pentatonics, one of my favorite bands, actually, on my way home tour. They are, not a huge pop band or anything, but this could go for, say, $12. So next place I'd go to look is the electronics, the DVDs, VHS section. A lot of people will just bypass this stuff, but since they no longer are making VCRs, they are kind of in demand. So you can find some good deals sometimes, where if you pick these up, you can actually make some money. If you remember this one, this is one we actually picked up on the Grimes Finds for this is $14.99, I think. I think they said it should go for about 40. I don't know what it actually ended up going for, but things like this are worth looking for. You can go through each brand and just look up each model individually. You never know what you're going to find in the art section of a Goodwill. Some of it could be, hiding real hidden treasures. Definitely heard stories of people finding, $100,000 paintings in here, etc. Very doubtful, but, always give it a cursory look, see what you see if there's anything interesting to you, or that just stands out. You might want to look it up and research online. Unfortunately, at this one, it's always a disappointing sight, but I love going to the board game section. First off, I happen to be a board game geek. I love playing board games. I did not go to the convention this year, so really sad about that. But just check these out here, and sometimes they'll have some European games, some bigger nerd games, but right now it looks like there's really nothing here except for some regular, real basic stuff. You can also check out the stuffed animals if they have a collection of those, because there are some rare stuffed animals that are worth some money, especially like your rarer Disney movies characters. You can find some of those. All right, here's another fun place to look is the mug section, or as Gary Vee calls it, mug life. Just do not get caught up in these. They can be cheap, and you end up with a huge collection of mugs. But there are some mugs that are valuable. If you find something unique, definitely pick it up, because usually it's cheap enough. Throw it up online, see what you can find, and maybe you can make a few bucks that way. Okay, here's something else. I don't normally pick up these, but if you find jars like this that are cheap enough, you can actually resell these. There are people that collect these. You can post them online and find them. So I could probably get this is $2. I could post online and ultimately sell it for, after I cleaned it up, obviously, for maybe $10, maybe 15 if it was a larger version. But check these out. I have sold these in the past. I actually have one up right now that's got more details. It's got flour. It's a flour jar. So it used to be worthwhile to go through these books, and I still do. I try to give a cursory glance. But on a lot of the Goodwills today, they're actually going through and scanning them themselves to see if anything should go into Amazon. But you never know. You might find something good, especially if you find a collection that is like business books or more rare books, and some even children's books do well. But education books, school books, textbooks. That's what I was trying to think of. That's what I mean, textbooks.
Go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is my new friend Santa. I'm not the real Santa. I don't know if you knew that. But, so we're going to have a ho-ho-ho competition to see who's better at it. And since you're my guest on my channel, I'm going to let you go first.
All right. Ho, ho, ho!
All right. I think that was weak. I think Santa, I know it's your thing, but I think you got to live up to it. I mean, you got to build it. What do you guys think? Tell us below in the comments. Who did better? Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video and got some tips on shopping at Goodwill, as well as enjoyed the ho-ho-ho off. But wanted to come to you guys, not the video's over, some of you that have stayed tuned all the way to the end, wanted to ask you a few questions. So it's getting a little bit tougher to buy some storage units in my area, so I've not been able to do that as much. This is not necessarily just a storage channel. That's never been my goal with it. My goal is to show you my life and my progression in trying to make money, lose weight, etc. Part of that was going to be some of my balloons, but as you guys know, the COPPA is going into effect, and balloons, it will probably be seen as something more towards kids, so we're trying to avoid a lot of that as well. So unfortunately, just kind of in a bind with that. But what would you guys like to see? There's several things I'm looking at. I'm looking at buying my first duplex where I would live in half of it and fix it up and that might be a long journey, trying to fix my credit, trying to do several things, and I'd love to bring some other people on here and show you guys some other YouTubers. But what is your interest right now? I actually have a demographic that skews older female, so I want to know, what can I help you with? What kind of videos excite you? What, besides, you know, just coming on here looking at my beautiful face, but what would you like to see? Because I want to make sure I'm here for you guys and giving you the content that you need so that you can like, share, and subscribe, and make sure to turn on that bell. So if you've not done any of those things, please do, and make sure to leave a comment below because I want to know more about you.